Hello, subscribers. I'm Dan Beckman, president of the Muskegon Area Sports Hall of Fame, and I am here with Mrs. Bustard, the principal of Mona Shores, and we're going to get a little bit of backstory on the Sailor Salute. I think it's something that is very special to the Muskegon County, certainly special to Mona Shores, and I know Mrs. Bustard has a great historical perspective of the Sailor Salute, so we're going to talk a little bit with her about that. But first, I want to make sure she's the one on the camera, so I'm going to go behind the camera at this time. So, Mrs. Bustard, the first thing I want to ask that has really nothing to do with the Sailor Salute is I noticed your shirt. And it says Mom on it, and it's got a blue collar, and my guess is there's a story behind that. Let's just give our subscribers a little added bonus. Share with us a little bit about your shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Koziak has a motto for all of his players that in order to be gritty on Friday nights, you have to have that blue collar mentality. And so all of his players wear a blue collared shirt. And this year, the name of it is someone in their family who has worked in the field. And so some of the players might have a grandpa, a mom, a dad. And so this shirt has meaning. They wear it to every workout. They check in, they check out. They kind of have a punch in, punch out every workout for the summer. And every Friday game day, we also wear this. So Coach Koziak has the whole front office wearing it because we're part of his blue collar team. So
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
What a neat idea.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Absolutely.
Well, our topic today is about the Sailor Salute.
Yeah.
Let's let our subscribers in on what is the Sailor Salute here at Mona Shores.
Yeah. The Sailor Salute started about 7 years ago, and it's an opportunity for our community to just pay tribute to our veterans, our current military, our first responders, and it's become this huge event where everyone from fire department, police department, to the different militaries, the veterans, just come and celebrate and are honored, and it just has become this amazing event. I mean, we're a packed house. We had 8,000 people here just last Friday. So.
It was awesome. Now, you've been principal at Mona Shores since the inception of the Sailor Salute. How did the idea of the Sailor Salute come about? When did it first take place? Actually, you just shared that information, and I just read that question over. So it's been about 7 years.
Yeah. So in 2016, Coach Koziak, his brother, is a veteran, and that really touched his heart, what he went through in his tour of duty. And because he was so close to that, he really wanted to have an event on a Friday night to just pause, and that something's bigger than the game. I want to bring in the Sailor Salute. So what started out to be this small idea just has grown and morphed, and now we have a committee of at least 30 people. It's chaired by Tim Lipan. He's the chairman of it, and we meet monthly, and it just has grown. And it was just a small idea that Matt had at the time, and now it's grown and grown and grown. So,
it is a special event for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how you include your student body in putting together the Sailor Salute.
So we want to really take this opportunity to help teach our kids what is behind respect and honor, and really why people fight for our flag, and really go back to some of those basic core values. And so our student senate is in charge of decorating the halls. It's the first week of school, so you'll see red, white, and blue. We have an assembly where the principal talks a little bit about honoring. We have a staff member in our building, Peter Brown, who is a veteran, a Marine veteran, so the kids got a chance to honor, and we talked about standing up for the national anthem and playing that, and how important it is to honor your flag as well. So our student senate supports that. We do during the game, we have our cheerleaders who do the 22 push-ups for suicide awareness, and they bring in the puffer cheerleaders, and they were doing that as well. Our student leadership class also participates by decorating tents, that type of thing, but a lot of it's an awareness thing. So you'll see awareness in the hallways that our student leadership classes help with. So
what a great way to get your students involved, and what a great opportunity to learn some things.
For sure.
Awesome.
For sure. Respect and honor, right?
Yeah.
So important these days.
Well, I know that everybody has personal favorites and everything.
Yeah.
What if of anything, and there's so many different aspects to the Sailor Salute, do you have a favorite?
Well, I really have two favorites, so I'll share the first favorite. When all of the veterans line up on the end zone, the north end zone, and the military, and our first responders, and they're just towing the line right there, and behind them stand our JV football players holding the American flag. And then the visiting team comes over and shakes every single one of those servants of our community's hands and just thanks them. And to see the look on their faces of being honored and respect, it's mutual. It's just such a win-win. So then the visiting team goes through and then the sailors go through, and it's just super cool. And I know how much they appreciate it because they'll come over and they'll tell you that meant the world to me. I'm coming next year. And then we feed them. And so that's always fun too. But the second favorite thing is when we have, whether it's the choir, both schools coming together for a choir. This year it happened to be both bands played the national anthem together, so that cohesive, united feeling of Reese Puffer Band and Mona Shores Band playing the national anthem, that's powerful. And then obviously they had a meal together. So just uniting our communities. And I think I remember someone telling me 2 great schools, 2 great communities.
I do remember that.
That was some good work that we did together,
Yes,
Dan.
it was. Yes, it was.
So,
Well, Mrs. Bustard, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
enlightening not only me but our subscribers about
Yeah.
a great event that is
Yeah.
run right through your school, and
Yeah.
it affects the entire Muskegon County and even
Absolutely.
beyond the borders of our county. So thank you for all of the
Absolutely.
work that you and your team have put in to make this a special event for our communities.
Dan, thanks for highlighting it because you're going to help us get the word out. We want to make it even bigger next year. So thank you very much.
And that'll be the goal.
There we go.
Thanks again.
All right. Thank you, Dan.